Hi everyone. So I wanted to talk about a very important topic that is definitely front and center in all of our hearts right now, which is the Black Lives Matter movement and all the riots and the protests and the violence that we are all witnessing and we all feel very, very scared about and disturbed about. But I definitely wanted to bring that down to like what our children are witnessing and how scary this must be for them. We've had many parents come and say that this has been a very scary experience, a very disturbing experience. And we have to remember that trauma is not necessarily being part of a war zone. Trauma is also, witnessing a lot of violence, and trauma is anything that our emotional body cannot process at this time. And so children can watch news and children can watch some of these things that we think are, oh, it's just news, but it actually is traumatizing them because they don't have the cognitive abilities or the emotional abilities to regulate that or to process that kind of information. And so it becomes a very scary world. And coming off of, COVID right now, it just feels like the world is a very dangerous place. So it would be very important for parents to be able to create some sort of platform where they can actually talk to their children and engage in a discussion around these. So I want to just give you some pointers on how to do that. The first thing would be to be very sort of proactive about this. Don't wait till you see your child somewhat disturbed about this. They already know that this is going on. They already have seen you talk about it somehow. They've heard about it somehow. If they're on social media, they definitely know about it. So be proactive about that conversation. Another thing would be to be very clear and direct in the way you speak about it. When we speak in vague terms like, oh, well, it's about one group of people not being good to another group of people, don't do that. It actually just creates a lot more confusion, and it doesn't sort of help them process what they actually might be experiencing. It would be important for you to say, this is about whites treating blacks a certain way and a long history of racism that the blacks have actually experienced, for hundreds of years. And so talk about it in white and black terms. If you are talking about racism, about religions, and you're seeing one group of, one group actually aggressing against another group, name the groups and actually talk about it in a very clear and direct way. A third thing would be to remain calm as you're having these conversations and not, lose your mind as you are, but be very honest about your emotions. Yes, it's enraging. Yes, it's disturbing. Yes, I am so angry right now. I think it's important for kids to see that this is not right and you don't feel right about what's happening. So you don't have to remain calm and composed just to manage your child. They should see that injustice, injustice really sort of gets under your skin, and you're able to talk about it in a way that is obviously developmentally appropriate for them. Another thing would be to create some space where you leave room for conversations. This is not about just having one conversation and then getting on with it. This is about having conversations about, well, how do you think that plays out inside of you? And how do you feel about it? And do you think that, you have ever had any sort of racist thoughts? I mean, this is really about all of us taking ownership about how we can be better and about what our biases are and about, what sort of holds us back. I think this is not just about something that's happening somewhere outside of people, but creating some room for discussion that is ongoing and about how do we bring our values back of kindness and love and compassion into that conversation, and revisiting this conversation again and again and again, and leaving room for questions and saying things like, how do you feel when you see all of this, and how do you think you can be a part of the movement and making this thing better? How do you think that you might have sort of been racist in your own ways with certain people? it's okay to have these kinds of conversations and to have these kinds of questions. And they might say certain things to you, and you might say certain things to them, or you might hear things that might disturb you, but that's what this moment is about having open-ended type of conversations and questions being asked back and forth. And then lastly, I would really urge you to give them some way where they're channeling some of their aggression that they might be feeling against this, all the injustice that's happening in the world. It really makes us feel very, very sort of angry. And so what do we do with all this anger? And how do we talk about civil disobedience? Or how do we talk about, the movement of love? Or how do we talk about how are we going to do something about this? Because once you've activated some of these things, which already has, because this is what's happening in the world right now, it is very important to channel that. And children often feel very helpless in the face of that. So find ways, maybe talk to them about it. Maybe they can draw things that you then post on your social media accounts, or maybe they can contribute some of their money or some of their, Eid or Christmas money or any of these things to one of the movements that you see online. And so it's important for them to feel like they did something with that. And it's not just activated and you're not doing anything with it. So try some of these things. Remember, to bring it really back into yourself. I think I can only recommend that, I can't recommend that enough, I would say, is that this is not something that is happening outside of us and somewhere far away. Racism exists everywhere. We all have our own racial biases that we need to sort of look inwards and say, where does that exist inside of me? Because if you're not owning that, then nothing will happen. There will be no change that happens. So how do we start owning some of our own programming that we've grown up with and saying, how can I change that part of me inside of me? And that's really basically owning your own shadow, rather than just thinking that something else exists outside of you. So have these kinds of conversations. This is an opportunity for us. A lot has been unearthed, and this would be a time for us to actually change things in a more meaningful, deep way. So take care of yourselves, guys.